Record already. What's up, guys? This is BK.
And this is Ben.
Welcome to the Let's Get It podcast. Okay. All right, we got our first official guest of the podcast. And we got Ashscrappycoco.
Yo, what's good?
You're looking kind of scrappy today, though.
Yo, Ashwin, how much you curling over there?
Oh, just like 12.
It's heavy enough for him.
12 kgs? It looks like 5, man. I think it is 5.
Dude, it's 12 pounds, not 12 kg.
12 pounds, huh? Oh, okay. Okay, sorry.
12 pounds. Why not 12 pounds?
Just for the pump, you know?
But those aren't full reps, dude. You call that a proper rep?
Nah, these are like half reps.
Half reps are. So what does a half rep actually do for your muscle growth?
Just half the amount of growth.
Good answer.
Not much.
Okay, sure, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm quite tempted to ask for a gun show right now.
I don't think I'm the right guy you should be asking,
Do
Brian.
we gotta buy tickets to the gun show?
Or we get free tickets.
The pay-per-view is right here, you know? Like,
Oh!
Where?
The most, they say the most quiet in the room is the most buff. not all the time.
KK just watched his first ever UFC fight.
Yeah. We just watched UFC 253, Adesanya versus Costa for the middleweight championship. So Adesanya defended against Paulo Costa. And dude, he made it look easy, man. Second round TKO.
Like,
So
Yeah, it was my first time watching it.
how was it, dude?
Waste of time.
No way.
Sorry, UFC fans, sorry. Waste of
you,
time.
dude.
You can take all of them at once.
Easily. First, I gotta take down Brian first, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to throw down for a bit, cheeky scrap, I got some gloves,
Let's do it.
right.
Did I just clap about this fucking guy?
I'm accepting bets right now.
He ain't gonna come in close. Gonna snipe him.
Fucking lanky as fuck.
Yeah. Gotta utilize the reach, man.
But I do believe that it only takes one shot from KK. Just
like-
one shot, a well-placed one.
Just like it took one shot from Costa.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, Costa got fucked up though.
Yeah, bro. Costa. I know shit about UFC.
On a serious note, KK, how was it, man? Like I refuse to believe that you thought it was boring.
I mean, I expected it to last a bit longer, but it was only 2 rounds.
Yeah.
2 rounds, right? Yeah, so it was really quite boring for me.
I guess because the best fights are always, if it's not one-sided, like back and forth, those are the best kind of fights.
Yeah, the one that you showed me after, that was so much
Poirier
better.
and Hooker, that was
Yeah.
fucking dog fight, dude.
Yeah, it was faster as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're lighter weight class
Yeah.
and they're fast and their output is higher as well. It's crazy, man. Like those type of that level of toughness is insane, dude.
That probably wasn't a very good introduction fight for him, huh?
Yeah.
Of course not. But
It's like-
Israel he's like someone that it's actually notable. He's a champion, so it's still a big fight.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about a first fight for someone who's new to UFC,
Yeah.
there's a lot of better fights, man.
So when's the next big fight?
Glad you fucking ass, boy. Okay, it looks like you guys are tuning in, man. Okay, we've got Khabib versus Justin Gaethje. So
Yeah, I know
Khabib,
Khabib. I've seen him. Yeah.
everyone knows Khabib,
Yeah.
man. So Khabib's gonna defend his title against Justin Gaethje. So Khabib just beat Poirier his last fight. Poirier was the guy that fought Hooker. So now he's gonna defend his title against Gaethje. And Gaethje has got crazy power in his hands. He's got really good wrestling credentials. So his takedown defense is on point. So it's gonna be a real test for Khabib. Guys better tune in, man. That's gonna be a big fight.
When is that going to be?
A month's time.
Oh.
Not too sure, man. October something.
Can I just interject for a while?
What's up?
Ashwin is on his 1,500 rep.
Yeah.
Quarter ass reps.
Yeah, quarter as rats.
Quarter.
When are you trying to do this? Hold it. Do a lat.
How long can you
I don't
hold
want to
it?
put it out there but for a competition pretty soon, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotta-
serious?
No.
I fell for it. I fell for it.
Hey, but
What's up?
honestly, do you think KK has like the potential to be like a fighter?
Dude, okay, like if you're talking about like different kind of people doing MMA, right? There's gonna be all types of like body types, and some people have better gas tank naturally. Some people they're kind of like Costa.
Yeah.
They
Fast twitching muscles.
yes, fast twitch muscles, exactly, dude. It's kind of like a sprinter and a long distance runner. Is it possible for someone who's, let's say, world class at sprinting to be like a world champion in like long distance? I don't think that shit happens, man.
No way.
It could be because you don't invest the amount of time in doing long distance as you did sprinting. But even so, there's a reason why he's stuck to sprinting.
Oh, it's genetics also.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like, okay, like two different fighters, like Conor and Nick Diaz, right? Like, so Conor's like, his genetics allows him to like be very explosive, but he doesn't last long. But Nick Diaz is like a damage over time kind of guy. So it's like, he can't knock you out, but like, he'll go the distance. So you think he can beat KK or not?
You can find out later in the boxing match. Have you ever done any grappling, KK?
No, I've not.
You know that is a whole different world, right, grappling?
Are you afraid you might snap accidentally?
Yes, that's why I avoid. That's why I avoid it. Yeah, because I still want to train, at the gym. So I don't want to risk it.
Right.
Okay, sure, man.
Yeah.
Dude, so one of the UFC fighters, he's in the welterweight division. He just talked shit about LeBron James. Do you remember what he said about LeBron James? Like
LeBron James wouldn't last like 10 seconds with him or some shit.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Trump supporter. I know that guy.
Colby Covington.
Yeah.
So Colby Covington talked some shit to LeBron James. He didn't like his political stance.
Yeah. Come on, it doesn't make any sense. Like,
LeBron James?
no, LeBron James is a basketball player, right? Like, how can you? It's like apples and oranges, man. Yeah.
What do you think though? Do you think so? LeBron James, 6'9", 260? How heavy is he? Almost 300 pounds.
Yeah. I mean, who's the fighter again? What's his name?
Colby Covington.
He's gonna win for sure. Like, LeBron doesn't fight.
He doesn't fight.
Yeah, so it's apples and oranges. You can't compare. Like, it's
But if LeBron trained for 2 years,
okay. Then maybe it's a different thing.
You're right. 2 years, that one I'll be interested, man. Because
James got the dedication.
Yeah.
James trains like a man.
Yeah, but still, like, I'm assuming this guy. I mean, I don't watch fights, but I'm assuming this guy's been training all his life.
wrestling all his life.
Yeah. So you can't just train for 2 years and just because you have a.
But do you know a lot of people think that, like casuals think that LeBron would beat him up?
A lot of people think that, bro.
I don't know. I beg to differ.
He's black.
No, it's because he's big, dude.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, just because you're built, just because you're athletic, doesn't mean that you can beat this guy.
Of course, a casual person would think that, okay, maybe someone who is 5 inches taller, 50 pounds heavier,
Yeah.
maybe he looks overweight and he would not stand a chance. But LeBron James is a super athlete, 6'9", and he's about 100 pounds heavier. So people think that he stands a chance against Colby Covington. But what you said there, if LeBron actually had 2 years to train, I think it would make it at least a more interesting fight.
I am not sure because he's 34, 35.
Who, LeBron?
Yeah.
Kobe's almost 30 as well.
Oh, okay.
Died.
I think 2 years of training. What?
No, we're not talking about the same Kobe.
Bro.
Sorry, not Kobe Bryant.
I thought I might find a hologram, like
No.
Okay. Kobe Covington, not Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, but still, if you ask me, I don't think he's going to win.
Of course, man. I think that's
I feel like it's just a stupid thing to say, that he's going to take him down in 10 minutes?
Around there.
10 minutes, 10 seconds? 10 seconds. Yeah.
so. This is what's going to happen. LeBron's gonna, even if he's smart, he's gonna stay prepared for the takedown. Stay prepared. Kobe comes close. He wants to bait LeBron to swing. When LeBron swings a left or right or any punch he throws, it's gonna be like Kobe's gonna be like in the Matrix because he's so much heavier. He sees it from a mile away, ducks under and takes him down, and then is done from there.
Dude, he'll probably have time to like stretch and shit first, so it's like.
But 2 years training is if 2 years training on LeBron, that's a little bit more interesting. And I don't know, man.
Or you could set out like CM Punk, 2 years training just to get beat up.
CM Punk. First of all, CM Punk was he was never a super athlete, dude.
Who's this?
CM Punk wrestler.
Oh, no.
So basically, he left WWE and then he joined the UFC. So he trained for 2 years to like to transition to like UFC, right? But his first fight, he got like knocked out.
Got schooled,
Like,
yeah.
fucking, like 30,
He didn't get knocked out. He got submitted.
Oh, yeah. He got his first punch, right?
Yeah.
His first punch, he missed the guy, duck and took him down.
Yeah, because like he's only been doing it for 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. Did you guys believe in like WWE when you were younger?
Point, yeah.
I
Of
did.
course.
But the drama was so good though.
Yeah, dude. All the Brian Bendy smash.
Dude, I remember playing the PS game, dude, playing the Brian Panties, and I was thinking like, oh man, I hope my mom doesn't walk down, and I watch it.
Like this shit in the living room, it's like all my mom and dad eating dinner. It's like me and my brother.
Dude, I wouldn't play with my brother, a bit more personal,
Scared your bonus.
You play yourself or like you play one control.
Yeah, one hand, dude, one hand playing, the other hand somewhere else.
In your room alone,
Yeah, of course, man. Don't want nobody come in, just me against the computer, dude. Fun times, dude. You got Tori Wilson, you got Trish Stratus, who else? Alita.
Wait, who's Lita? Vita again, the Matt Hardy.
Yeah, same gang, dude.
Yeah.
I remember Goldust. You guys remember Goldust?
I always thought he's supposed to be the heel, like
Yeah.
the bad guy. You know, people don't like him. Dude,
Be a nerd.
Who's your favorite?
Self-very nerd.
My favorite was like The Rock, man.
Oh.
Classic.
who was my?
Kind of a casual pick, but
I like Rob Van Dam. You know Rob Van Dam?
you can do the splits.
Sure, man. A lot of people can do splits, dude.
Try this video.
Yeah, you are.
Do ah.
I can't do.
Do ah.
I can't do.
Tolong pergi.
You do ah?
You know KK, yeah?
Do ah?
Nonsense, I can't.
Could you ever do?
No. Like, but that's my goal. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Split?
Yeah. That's one thing I'm going to focus on next year, yoga.
But flexibility,
Oh, sleep.
It's late, right?
It's
But
late, bro. I want to go.
but- yeah, I really want to do it.
I did hot yoga before. Have you done it?
Yes, I have. Yeah, I used to do it, but not consistently. So that's one thing I want to work on next year.
I don't know. I didn't think it was that fun, but it was good experience, man. Good experience. You sweat them a lot, especially
Yeah,
because
it's different. It's different. Yeah.
And
You just sweat
it's-
like balls, man.
yeah, dude. And but it's tougher than most people think, especially people who don't exercise regularly.
Yes.
They think that yoga is an easy,
It's like stretching.
easy step into
Yeah, but it's funny because people think they're going to burn fat just because they're sweating. But obviously that's not true. Yeah, that's just water. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So I always like subscribe to this idea. I did it for quite a long time. Like I always work out before my first meal, and the reason for doing that is because I read somewhere where they said that you burn fat when your
So like
stomach's empty.
fasted workout,
Yeah,
fasted
so-
cardio. Yeah.
When you go to sleep, the carbs is gonna digest, and when you wake up in the morning, it's faster for you to get into burning fat rather
No,
than.
it's not true. It's not true.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It's not true.
The intermittent fasting.
Yeah. No, it's not intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is like you fast for 16 hours, at least 16 hours.
8 hours eating window,
Yes,
right?
yeah. So I used to do it for a year
Yeah.
back in 2013. So I would fast for 20 hours and I would eat for 4 hours only. So I have a 4-hour eating window.
Whatever is recommended, you gotta push it
Yeah.
up, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's
Even
just
more
me.
extreme.
That's just me.
Sure,
Yeah.
man. That's a good mindset, man.
Yeah, but like because over time I had to increase my calories, so I couldn't digest all my food. Yeah, so I had to constantly go to the toilet, So eventually I just stopped fasting.
Not pretty.
Yeah, not pretty.
Like the reason why I felt like it worked, like going to the gym on an empty stomach. Not that it's the best for you, but I felt like you burn more fat.
But how would you know? You see, it's always in here, like just anecdotal evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't actually. You can't actually feel you are burning more fat,
Yeah, right. I never actually confirmed that. Another reason for my motivation to keep that routine up. First of all, I was also eating in an 8-hour window. So like 3 o'clock, my last meal is about 11, 12. So 3 p.m. is my first meal. 11, 12, my last meal.
Yeah.
Another reason why I would go to the gym without eating, probably the main reason is because I like the pre-workout feeling.
Oh yes, definitely. Like if you take your pre-workout on an empty stomach, you're definitely gonna feel it a lot more.
If you eat and right after you have a proper meal and you take pre-workout,
Yeah.
you might feel it, but for those,
less, especially when there's carbs.
I mean, some people take
Yeah.
pre-workout, they're not keen on the like what do you call it, the tingling sensation.
Yeah. The jittery
I like
feeling.
that shit, dude. I love that shit, man.
It's not caffeine which gives you
no,
caffeine
it's-
and another-
Yeah, I think it's beta alanine. I think.
Yeah.
Beta alanine.
Yeah, beta alanine. Yeah,
Okay.
it might be.
Thank God we got you. Man.
I yeah,
Well, yeah, because you guys both take pre-workout at one point, right?
used to.
Did you like that tingling feeling?
Yeah, of course. Like that's why.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's why.
I loved it, dude.
Yeah.
Prefer that to the caffeine.
Okay, so like a shot of espresso
Yes,
or like just a cup of black coffee, right?
Yeah.
It's only 80 milligrams of caffeine.
exactly.
Yeah, so if you take a scoop of pre-workout, which is about 300 mg of caffeine, so that is about
Whole
almost 4 times.
different
Yeah,
animal.
so almost 4 shots of
Coffee.
Yeah.
Espresso.
yeah. Wait, how many scoops do you used to take?
I used to at least 500 mg.
At least 500 mg.
In the,
Okay.
and that's in the morning, dude. Sometimes, right, like I would even take it if I go again in the afternoon. But it's not like I would exercise twice in a day often,
Yeah.
not often. But 500 or around there.
Yeah.
You?
When I was working in the kitchen, I take almost up to 1,000 in a day.
How many times a day?
A few times, yeah.
Few times.
Yeah. So in the morning, I would get in about 400 to 500. Yeah. Then after that, about 100.
It's crazy how fast your body adapts to it
Yeah.
and how fast your body adapts off it as well. Because I was thinking about, I can say 500, 500 mg of caffeine every day. I came back and, oh yeah, I still do take caffeine. But
Obviously not so
a cup, not more than 150 a day. Yeah. And I can feel it, man. It's still strong to me.
That's why you shouldn't be taking so much. Like,
Shouldn't be taking it at all.
no,
Right?
you shouldn't be taking like, I think, not more than 300 mg. Yeah.
In fact, that's like a
It's
direct
like
effect.
cortisol, man, in your body.
Cortisol, I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure if it
What is
actually,
cortisol?
it is your stress hormone.
Okay,
Yeah.
cortisol is stressful.
Yeah. So like, if you're not getting enough sleep or
Yeah.
you're stressed out with work or whatever, you will your cortisol levels will go up,
Yep.
and that's when you put on water retention, so you look bloated. So on some days you wake up a bit more puffy because you're not getting enough sleep, that kind of thing. Yeah, so that's cortisol.
People are learning right now, man.
Oh, that's
Me
good.
too.
I hope all our viewers get buff after this.
Yeah, dude.
After this
Like,
episode.
instant after watching this, you gain like 5
Dude, this guy's inspiration right here, man. Follow him on IG.
Old timer.
He's an OG in the game.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about me anymore.
Bro, how old were you back then? Young.
21, 22? Yeah, 21,
Yeah.
22. Yeah, when I used to compete.
I mean, he ain't lying though, like, because we know about you.
Oh shit.
I never met you before, but we know you exist.
I'm very flattered. Very, very flattered.
Sure,
the
man.
picture we're doing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago.
He hung out with
Shout out
Dwayne.
to
That's
Dwayne.
how we know.
Oh,
Shout out Dwayne.
Shout out Dwayne, dude.
Wow, we miss you.
that was a long time ago, yeah.
Reason why I knew about you, because you put in the work. And you look big.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really happy that I got to inspire other people, like through social media,
Yeah.
just doing what I love,
Yup.
just doing what I enjoy, you know, and then
For sure, dude.
yeah, just spilling my guts on Instagram and telling everyone like what it's like to live as a bodybuilder back then, and then like people got
It's good experience.
people got moved by it and everything. So people came up to me and sometimes they will ask for pictures and all these things, and it was
yeah.
all very new to me at the time because like.
You didn't
To
know what's
me,
happening.
Yeah, like I may look like a bodybuilder, but I still feel like I'm that scrawny little kid, you know.
That's good, man.
Yeah, so it's crazy because like I look at myself in the mirror every day, and I don't see myself changing as that much.
You won't see it?
Yeah. So eventually, I just don't enjoy as much anymore, like posting stuff. Yeah,
That's all good, man.
Yeah.
It's okay to not be invested in the same
I
thing
rather,
forever.
be doing my own thing.
FYI,
What's up?
like all those people who came up to him and asked for like a photo.
Yeah.
I was like the scrawny guy who had to take the photo. Cause
Oh, you guys gym together last time?
we used to
Yeah,
gym together,
yeah.
and like everyone would just give him all the attention. I was the guy taking all the photos, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus.
Small, they
Like
didn't notice you.
everyone would come up to
Yeah, but
all of us, right?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh my god, hi KK, like I know so much about you, blah, blah, blah. Can we get a photo? Then he'd just be like, hey bro, can you help me take a photo?
Yeah, but that doesn't happen anymore. Like I think the last time it happened was back in 2016, 2017.
My question for KK is, if there's some motherfucker who calls you out right now and say, hey KK, you ain't shit no more. Have a lift off.
Oh, listen,
Lift off.
What you gonna do?
I wouldn't give a fuck, honestly. I wouldn't give a fuck. Yeah.
Okay, dude, I'll be honest, man. This podcast can be just 2 hours of us talking about this sort of shit, dude. I've got so many questions, man.
Yeah, sure.
So those people that came up to you, you had no idea who they were.
No, not at all.
They just went to the same gym.
Yeah, and it's sometimes a bit funny. Like they just come to me, right, and say, like, "Oh, you're Kinnavaro, right? Yeah. Oh, so
You got a handle, dude.
So-
Good
so I-
handle.
Kinnavaro.
yeah, so
Kinnavaro.
I've seen your Instagram and everything. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. What's your account? Like, let me follow you back. And this is so awkward. They'll just say like, oh, sorry, I don't actually follow you. I just stalk you. And it's so awkward. You're just like, oh shit, man.
It's like, don't talk. Why are you talking
Not
to me?
cool. Not cool.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah, why are you talking to me? Oh, that's awkward.
Yeah, it happened
But
like
you
a
had
few,
to say that,
a
right?
few times. A few times.
Okay, let's go here now. So, I'm pretty sure you've thought about this. You already figured this out like a while back. You know, how did it all start? What was the motivation? How did it begin for you?
Well, first of all, I did not plan anything. I didn't want to like, I didn't want people to talk about me or whatever, this kind of thing.
Not about that part.
Yeah.
I'm talking about love for the sport.
So that you found your dad's old weights.
Real humble beginnings, dude. Let's go there, man.
Okay, so I was still in high school, and then my dad was telling me that, son, you know, you're a man, you gotta look like a man. Because I was so tiny, I was like 52 kilos.
Oh, you actually had that conversation?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I was
In high school.
yeah, I was tiny. I was when I was 17. So like, I was telling my dad, no way, you know, I really can't imagine myself lifting weights. Can you imagine me saying that? Yeah. So he was like, no, you really gotta workout, you gotta look tough, you gotta look like a man. Okay, I'll do it. So I just procrastinated until like college. I think it was in March 2011 when I was 18. So I decided to join the gym with a bunch of my friends. So I think there were like 5 or 6 of us. And then I was the smallest, and I did not know anything at all. So I just went with them, and then they taught me a few things.
Sorry to interrupt. Who did you start training with?
I don't think you know them. Yeah,
Okay.
they're from KDU.
Where did you meet? Like just
Yeah, you know Xichao.
Xi Chao.
Yeah, he's one of them. Yeah, he's one of them. So he was like a sportsman in
Oh, he
KDU.
was?
Yeah.
Okay. He's probably the funny guy, right?
Yeah, the funny guy, the naughty one. Yeah, so like 5 or 6 of us.
Yeah.
And then they were teaching me. So like we were training, and then eventually like everyone just stopped training. Like everyone just got bored of it. I mean, it happens. Like it was a trend back in college. Everyone like, oh, I want to look buff after high school. I want to beef up a little bit. So
New year, new me.
yeah, exactly.
Let's
so
get it,
then,
baby.
for some reason, like I just enjoyed it so much. Like I wasn't good at it or anything. I didn't really know what I was doing, but
Still here, baby.
yeah, I had a passion for it. Like because back then there was no Instagram, so I was reading a lot of magazines, reading a lot of books.
What about the internet?
The internet as well, but then
It didn't exist back then.
no, it didn't. Yeah, but like there was no Instagram, so like nowadays you can just get information everywhere. Like you have so many fitness influencers on Instagram, so you can just go to their profile, they post their workouts, and you can just learn so much from there. But back then, you really had to like dig deep. You know what I mean?
Dig deep.
Yeah. So
Not
Find it.
like your body shop.
so I was learning everything all by myself. Didn't really know what I was doing, but I was enjoying it so much, and I just kept going. So eventually, I was the only one left. And then a few months in, I started to see a bit of results, and then people started complimenting me, and I was like, "Wow, I can't imagine it. Like, I can't believe it." Because like in my own eyes, I don't think I was getting any bigger, but like people were saying like, "Oh, like a few months ago you were just so tiny and everything." Then
Psychological thing, man.
yeah,
It is.
Yeah, it really fucks you up. So,
But you see, right? Psychological thing, and you say that it fucks you up. There's good and bad, but I think majority of it was good in what you learned from it.
you always think like you're not good enough. You always want more. So
But how long did it take for you to like accept that I am the buff guy?
Never. You should never.
I mean, like when
He's named after a mountain, okay?
I went no, cause like cause like I think it was until like I think in 2014, 2015, like people wanted to sponsor me. Yeah, people were asking me to represent
Your brand.
their brand or their gym, when I compete. Yeah.
Throw out some names, man.
Yeah, so no way.
Okay, that's
No
all
way,
good.
Yeah. So there was this pro, like he's actually the best in Malaysia. Like no, I can't say it, sorry. Yeah, so he wanted to train me, for free. He was like, I see a lot of potential in you, and I really want to train you. Like,
Like she
yeah. So that's when I finally I told myself that, maybe I'm actually doing all right. Like not so bad after all. Yeah, but back then, okay. So back to my story. Like, yeah, I was training, then started seeing some results, people complimenting me, and then I still didn't really know what I was doing until one day I was training in Mont Kiara. So I went to this supplement store, and this guy taught me so much, like in a very, very short period of time. So I was still this like skinny little kid walking to the supplement store. So I saw
But you weren't skinny in actual size.
I mean, like now in hindsight, yeah, it's still pretty skinny. Yeah, I saw this guy. He's like a competitive bodybuilder. So he was just eating like a hell lot of rice and just chicken breast, And I've never seen anything like that before at the time, because I was still like eating out. Like I didn't give a shit about my diet or anything. So I was just asking him, "Oh, why are you eating like that? You gotta eat big to get big, bro." So I was like, "Wow, okay. Like, can you tell me more? Because I really don't know. I really like this whole weight training thing, but I don't know much about it." So he started to teach me like what to do at the gym.
Sorry, how was your diet like before you spoke to him or took like any advice?
I wasn't eating enough, that's for sure, and I was just eating out, like a
Regular.
yeah, just like a regular, yeah. So nothing special, I wasn't like trying to hit my protein or anything. Wasn't really trying to build muscle or anything. At the time I was just training,
Getting bigger,
yeah,
trying
just
to progress.
not even trying to progress. Like I was just I just enjoyed lifting.
Okay.
And then
Can I just ask, like,
Yeah.
you would know your body the best? Which type of body type would you fall in between?
I am between ecto and endo.
No way.
Yes.
I never believed that.
So I
Dude.
was skinny fat. Yeah, like I was small, but I had.
I feel like I'm ecto endo.
I feel like I'm ecto-endo also.
You're ecto.
I'm meso, dude, for sure.
You don't think you're a meso?
No way.
Okay,
My
okay.
frame
You would know
My
yourself.
frame is tiny even until today. Like it's.
But you can be a meso and have a tiny frame, but you can grow it fast.
Yeah, but no, I definitely do not grow fast. I do not grow fast. Yeah, so like I've had a lot of training partners who train at the same intensity as me, but they grow a lot faster than me.
I've had that too, man. A lot of that shit.
Yeah. So that's when you know like you're not gifted.
Yeah, you can see it, man.
Yeah, that's why I stopped competing and everything. Like
Okay, when was the last time you went more than 3 days without working out?
every 3 months, I would take 1 week off. So that's one thing that I should have done earlier. So back then, like even
Like you mentioned, you could go 10 times a week.
12 times. Yeah, but that was back when I used to compete, and it wasn't the wisest thing to do. But
To not have a
yeah,
to never have a break, like a 1 week break.
yeah, but it trained me, like my mindset, because I know I've been through that. So like whatever obstacles I have to go through now, it's nothing.
So let me ask you this. I have heard about this theory before where you completely take a full rest,
Yeah.
but for a week or two. People do that after competitions.
Yes, and I never used to do that.
Ronnie Coleman does that as well.
Because like I didn't place well, so the next day I got back to the gym.
You didn't know how to get over your loss.
Yeah, I was just so motivated. I just wanted to get better the next.
Doesn't work like that. So I think everyone's body is different, but how do you think it helped out taking that 1 week break?
Cause okay, it's like driving a car. Like you definitely need to service your car.
I know about driving cars.
Yeah, you definitely need to service your car. Like you can't be driving around for like driving fast, for a couple of months and then you don't service it. You definitely gotta change your tires and all that stuff, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So it's very, very much the same thing, So you definitely need a break after like training for 12 times a week. Yeah, which is way too much. And definitely not sustainable.
Getting your body all worn out is one thing. What about the fact that, people say that if you take that time off, it's the shock that your muscles need when you get back that actually helps to the growth when you start back again.
It's the same thing. Like, after training for so long, for a couple of months, right? You need a break. So you need your muscles to heal because you're so, you're so torn apart, you're inflamed. So you need some time to rest. Yeah, because recovery is just as important as training. And people tend to oversee it. Yeah, like I tend to oversee it as well, like back then. Yeah, so recovery is just as important as training and nutrition. So these three things. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. A lot of people like they have no problem training, but they say like, oh, I really don't want to track my calories and like I just don't think I'm getting enough sleep. And it's not going to work out, It's not going to work
The
out.
details, they don't want to get down to the
You
details.
can't just be training and focus on training and expect good results. You need all three. You definitely need your recovery and your...
Do you subscribe to eating small meals all the time?
No. So I only eat 2 to 3 meals, but very big meals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you tried? You tried everything, dude.
Yeah. I told you when I was like reading magazines and all that, that's what you used to do. Like, that's why they used to tell you like, oh, you gotta eat 6 meals a day.
It's appealing.
Yeah, no carbs after night and this kind of things. So I've done all that, keto, paleo, whatever.
So do you feel like the best way or the way where you won't go wrong, you listen to the advice directly from the professionals, like the real bodybuilders?
No. You shouldn't listen to bodybuilders, but you should listen to the doctors.
The doctors,
Yeah, the
of course.
Yeah. Don't listen to bodybuilders. Like they look huge, they look good, but sometimes they have no idea what the fuck they're saying.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Like, okay, they're not natural, but the thing is, you have to at least know what the fuck you're doing to be at that top level, don't you think?
No. Like some
Not
people
necessary.
are just genetically gifted. And it's simple as that. Like
Yeah. I believe that, dude. I believe that. So I saw an interview with Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah.
He went on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
So Ronnie Coleman said that before he ever took bodybuilding seriously, he had 22-inch biceps.
Yeah. So it's just from a different planet,
When you look at Ronnie Coleman's mom's
Yeah.
arms, his mom
His mom?
never worked out a day in her life. Her bicep is bigger than yours, Ashwin.
She whipping the
Oh,
deck.
yeah.
I'm guarantee you it's bigger than yours. She never worked out a day in her life, dude. You've heard about how Arnold Schwarzenegger, his first bench, first deadlift, he's really lifting a insane amount.
Why though? Like motherfucking European genes.
You're not wrong about that. You're
They
not.
got Viking blood in their body, bro.
Blood in your body. What do we
Used to
have?
conquer like countries and shit.
Yeah.
Just like all testosterone.
I love that shit, man. Like when you date everything back to your ancestors or why you're a certain way or why this race is a certain looks a certain way. Even I ain't afraid to say it, but it's true, man.
Yeah.
The people with darker skin color. What's the main reason?
Because they run from cheetahs. What? It's true.
Okay, maybe they're fast because of that. Maybe they're agile because of that. They're more athletic. There might be a reason why, but also the fact that they live in a place where you're more exposed to the sun most of the time compared to other places. That's the truth.
They're kind of dark.
What kind of dark were you talking about?
I don't know. I was just thinking tribes.
This guy, he went to the Congo. Okay, so he talked to the people that live in the Congo, the real villagers in the Congo, and he asked them, "Why do you guys have such huge dicks?" And he said, there's the reason is quite simple actually. First of all, they don't wear underwear. They don't wear the girls, the women in the tribe. They don't wear a bra as well. So that's the reason why they hang low, dude. Them chains hang low, dude. So the reason why the people have big dicks is gravity. They said the answer is gravity. It makes sense if you think over time, but it's too late for that now. But not too late for your offsprings. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Where
Then
we
get rid of all your underwear.
new dude exhibitionist.
For your kids.
Burn that shit up.
Would you believe it?
No.
You wouldn't.
So like in like Congo, your wife would probably fuck another guy for a piece of bread. So in that sense, you need to have a bigger dick to make sure that her offspring is yours by pumping more semen into her.
Let me add this on as well. Like, so you're saying that it depends on how promiscuous the women are in their tribe.
Yeah.
Tribe being their race or community or whatever.
Yeah.
So is that the reason why? Because if you think about it, this makes a lot of sense. The women in Asian culture are definitely less promiscuous, and we ain't got the biggest dicks. Let's be real.
South Koreans has the smallest.
Maybe not me, but
Speak for yourself, Brian.
your height is over.
yeah, no. I'll speak.
By the way, you started working out. Like we know KK's reason, but what about you, man? Why did you start working out?
I had a big dick, man. I gotta make it proportional.
Are you sure?
Let's go right now, dude. Let's go.
Let's go.
Pants down right now, dude.
Wait.
bro.
That's why Ben's so skinny, because he's already well endowed. That's why he didn't need to
endowed,
pack on
boy.
anymore.
I drive a Kalisa, Just do not overcompensate.
Back to what we were talking about before. You spoke with this guru, someone who he probably does everything by the books. He's got a regime. So he was actually teaching you proper training, proper nutrition. How did that go?
So I started to, learn from him and then did what he told me to do. And then I just got better and better and better. I don't know, I just enjoyed it even more and more, like over time.
Do you feel like, because I think this happened to me as well. So when you are receiving advice from someone that you really look up to in person, someone else could say the same shit to you and it wouldn't mean the same. It didn't have the same impact.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna edit this guy's name out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I met him at the gym, dude. And so this is my experience. So I met this guy who he competed, I think district level or state level. He placed in the top 5 or something. I usually would curl 25 or 20 barbells. Okay, 25. And oh my god, Kiki must be thinking like, what the fuck? 20?
No, I didn't say
Don't lie,
anything.
dude. I probably curled 30, okay? 30.
Yeah.
Okay, 30, okay. No, I'm being real. Because you know how it is, man, when you don't really care about.
Yeah. Okay, I get it, man. 2025, okay.
Okay, so 30. 30
You're doing
to
this
30.
up, right? Don't lie.
I was doing 30 to 32 kgs.
From 20 to 25 to 30 to 32.5.
It was.
That guy was about 5-10 kgs lighter than me. That's for sure. Smaller frame, dude. So he said to me, if you want to learn proper training, you should start from scratch. So he passed me the 10 kg barbell. He asked me to do 8 or 12, I think 12 3 sets. 12 reps, 3 sets of that. Dude, during my by the time I hit the 8 rep, on the way to 12 reps, how I was feeling it, because he mentioned elbows locked and just contract 4 seconds up, 4 seconds down. Woo! I felt like a bitch right there, dude. Right there, and then I started again. I went from 32 and all. I started from 10. 10, go slowly, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. And also right after that, he told me about the nutrition, because I knew all about like counting macros and all, but I would never bring myself to do it. My diet was
Like you just needed that extra push, right?
my diet was always rough estimates. Okay, I felt like, oh, if rough estimates is getting the weight down.
See, and that's the problem, like I see in a lot of people, like they always want the easy way out. You know, they want to roughly do things, but they want the best results, you know. And that doesn't happen. You're literally trying to change the way you look. You know what I mean? So you got to pay attention to little details, not just like lifting weights. Everything.
So
In and out of the gym. That's why I think, personally, I feel like bodybuilding is one of the hardest sports out there. You know, it's not just that 2 hours of training. It's everything, you know, your sleep, everything.
those what's that guy said? Dorian Yates. Bro, he trains 45 minutes a session 4 times a week. It's hard to believe, man. But you yourself, do you keep it more than...
Now, I mean, it changes all the time, but right now it's 2.5 hours, 4 times a week. Yeah. But I rest very long in between sets because I'm doing heavier lifts now.
I got you.
Yeah, so,
Nothing wrong with resting.
I mean, it depends on what your goal is. If you're trying to get stronger, that's not the way to go.
It could also, right? There's going to be a specific workout where you have smaller rest time, and it does help muscle growth.
Your muscle fibers need a lot more time to be recruited after every set, you know? So you can't just rest for 30 minutes. Yeah, there's like type 1 and type 2 muscle fibers. So you need both to be recruited to get enough rest, and that's when you go for the next set.
Okay. Yeah. It's not as simple as we're gonna go hard, go intense, and the growth is gonna be intense as well.
Sometimes you gotta train smart,
Levels to this shit. I feel like I gained 200 grams of muscle already.
I'm pretty sure when you say you take a week off, you definitely don't live for that whole week. What do you do? Because I know yourself, you're gonna do something cardio-wise or anything.
Oh, I actually don't. I just completely rest, nothing. Yeah.
How do you the mental side? How do you
No,
feel?
it's fine.
Okay.
Like I know that I need it. Yeah, because I
Not like a crack addict
I deserve
to the gym.
So I just took a break last week. So this week is my first week back into training.
Mentally, it gives you a whole new fresh motivation, right? Like, let's get it, new week.
Exactly. So yeah, as I was getting more results, right, after like talking to that guy, and then after that was in 2012, I believe, like after training for about a year, and then that's when I started using Instagram.
Oh, dude, that's a long time ago, dude.
I wanted to
Document.
document my progress, you know, and just share it with everyone.
Did you think at that time that this would help your motivation?
No, not at all. Okay. Like, it was just like for fun.
It does to some people though.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I don't want to let it motivate me or like get affected by it or anything like that. Yeah.
So my motivation to work out, right, when I remember how it all started, man. So I had friends that were ripped. You know YU? Yeah, he's always had nice abs, dude. He's always been ripped. So I remember in high school watching him, like, dude, when we were playing futsal, then we would walk back to class and he would walk back without shirt. Although we know that we're not allowed to be shirtless walking the corridors. So he would walk back to class and nobody said nothing. Teachers didn't say nothing. Them girls, they all be catching a side eye view. He just sat in class without shirt. He's like, I thought we have to put on shirt, but teachers ain't saying nothing.
Can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, that's what it was. So that was one of it. I watched Jersey Shore. You know what Jersey Shore is?
I know Snooki.
Snooki, bro.
GTL.
They were what? Parties?
The situation.
The situation, dude. That guy's got some issues, man. So they had girls, they had the body, and they had parties. Yeah. So that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
So I definitely started because of that.
Right.
What was my whole point?
I don't know, you're just telling your source of motivation.
So okay, what I wanted to say was initially I started because I wanted girls.
Yeah.
But after a while I realized that no, man, it's not sustainable. You can't do it.
If you're doing it for the girls, you're doing it for the wrong reason. Because you know
it's not sustainable.
And the ones that come up to you, those are gonna be guys, not girls. So
Speaking from experience, bruv.
I always say this, man, like when I was in the gym, I Sure, I looked at girls, but I looked at guys way more than I looked at girls.
Exactly.
Way
exactly.
more. Dude.
Exactly.
Everyone I looked at, I'm like, what's his size? What's his ratio?
Yeah.
Am I lifting more than him? Is he lifting more than me? What about the body fat? That's what I'm doing all day, man. It was a temple, dude. But there's levels to this shit. Don't forget.
Yeah.
I think I focus on recovery too much.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I think
Oh.
you
So
definitely
Ash,
got down, yeah.
how's the recent progress, man? As I know,
Yeah.
I know it's something you wanna.
No.
I mean, you no, it's cool, dude. We're all about.
Like, just so you know, this guy's been training for 8 years.
As long as
8 years on and off.
yeah.
Ooh.
You definitely got bigger since the last time I saw you, right?
When badminton.
I mean, like the last time.
Just give a gun show, dude. Just give a gun show, dude.
Yeah.
They want to see it, man.
I want to see the gun show.
It's nothing.
It's big, man. I'm telling you, it's big, dude.
Yeah, I see.
Nothing worth showing yet. I've been waiting for 8 years.
You know this guy.
I can edit it out. Show Ben.
I'm not sure if right here.
It's like
I'll go to the toilet first.
Imagine I don't edit it out.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's thick, dude.
It's huge, wow.
Bro, Ben, it's bigger than mine, 100%. 100%, dude.
Dude, yours is soft also. Eh.
Hey. Bro, it's big. It's like an egg, dude. A big fucking.
How ah?
Yeah. His
His bicep is so big.
Can you tell us your descent?
My descent.
Yes.
Sorry, England not so powerful. What do you mean by that?
England.
What race do you belong to?
Oh my, like, yeah. Just fucking straight. Can't no.
Yeah, surf up boys.
No. So like my mom is Chinese and Portuguese, and my dad is Punjabi.
Damn. Okay.
Okay, so you've got.
Chinese, bro.
Huh? What am I Chinese?
I don't know. I just accepted you as one.
You know what? The other day.
He's lying, dude.
Yeah, pretty sure. No, the other day, because I go to fitness first like almost every day, right? And then I found it so fucking weird. It's like the same guys always check me in every day.
Yeah.
And check you out.
As in like check in, as in like give my card and shit.
Right.
So and then this Indian dude, he was like, bro, because you always call each other bro, right?
Yeah.
So and then he saw my name card. Then he was like, "Your name is Ashley."
Yeah.
Then I was like, "Yeah."
It's like,
Then he was like, "I thought you were Chinese." Then I was like, "How the fuck do I look Chinese, bro?"
Scusi.
Yeah.
Dude,
Not Indian. That's the thing. So like by
even in
Wait, what are we talking about?
like the
Ashwin is Chinese.
Oh, yeah. Partially.
even when I went to Alhambra, right, sometimes people ask me if I'm like Thai. I got Mexican once. I swear, from like this one girl.
Oh, yeah. So you're asking him about his progress.
Yeah, let's pretend like
yeah.
let's pretend like you've never gymmed before you started 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we can, yeah, that's the whole conversation.
Never went to the gym before in my life.
Yeah.
First
So
time stepped to the gym 3 months ago.
3 months ago.
That's
And
fast, man.
okay, so what did you weigh when you started 3 months ago? Your first time ever hitting the gym.
Oh, dude.
What was your weight?
It's like 65.
65?
Yeah. 65. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And right now?
Right now I'm 70.
Dude, you're 70?
Yeah.
No wonder. Bro, I'm 75, man. I'm so light. And I'm a bit taller than you.
So I asked him, right, Ash, why do you think it's going to be different this time? And he said,
Yes, yeah.
because I just don't want to party anymore.
That's not good enough. That's not good enough. You gotta have something in your mind that you ain't gonna stop till you reach that.
Yeah, but honestly, this time, right, like, it feels different. Yeah.
I mean, I've been
different.
on and off for like 8 years now. Like what you
Yeah.
said. Like, because, dude, every time.
Seriously, wasted my time.
Yeah, dude.
So much time, so much effort.
I was like,
Yeah.
Kinnavaro Bootcamp, you know, it's like I'll get beginner gains, right? For like work out for 2 months, get beginner gains, then get them happy, right? Then start going to Lumbra, go clubbing and shit. Then just like partying all the way.
Yeah.
Let's say I started working out when I was 16. Until now, I haven't stopped working out for more than a few days. Since then, so I just
More than a few days.
I've never stopped. I always at least 5 times a week.
okay.
At least 5 times since I was 16, 17.
But I thought you said you stopped training for 2 years.
I'm talking about workout, not lift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
this guy is so fucking retarded though last time. It's like every time.
Oh, you want to challenge guns right now? Is it?
No, you know why? This guy, right, it's like, you know,
I'm wrestler.
like right now he's more chill, you know. Last time, right, when he was like in his like fucking killer mindset mode, right? It's like I'll come back from Australia for like a 2-month break, 3-month break.
You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like fucking never gym for like 6 months. Then he will ask me to hop in to his workout set, you know, like straight up. Not even like 1 week, like full body.
That's how you get them to quit.
Dude, like I'll go to gym with him one day, right? Then next day I can't fucking walk. Then he'll be like, "You fucking pussy." Dude, I actually remember one time I was like,
my legs cramped up right there. I couldn't even get out of the car. Like my legs were just straight. He was like, "What the fuck are you, fucking pussy?" I was like, "Fuck you." We're like the mama, after the gym. Oh, but my eating was the worst. Dude. Like my problem was never not going to the gym. My problem was eating. Sleeping, I sleep a fuck ton. I just cannot.
It's all the same.
Dude, I used to
Commitment.
he used to fucking give me so much shit, man. Like I used to puke when I drink the protein shake.
That's because he's disappointed as fuck.
Yeah, disappointed as
One of two things I concluded from that. Either KK is a bully or you're a pussy.
Both.
What do you think?
Both.
Yeah, I think a bit of both. Like,
Both.
I gotta admit, I go a bit too hard sometimes. Yeah, on people. Like, I expect everyone to
To have the same drive as
yes,
you. You
yes.
can't.
But I know it's not possible. So.
Bro, so there's levels to this shit. I didn't forget that.
Yeah.
He straight away put me on level 10, I was like, oh my god.
I used to. So you know Wan Jin?
Yeah,
I live with Wan Jin. When he lived with me, within that 2 months, he gained about, because I was bulking as well, I gained 12 kgs, he gained 12 kgs as well, or 10 kgs. And I was gymming 3-4 years before that already. He was never ever consistent. In that 2 months, his arms got bigger than mine, dude, in that 2 months. And the moment he moved out and didn't live with me anymore, he went away. And it wasn't easy, man, because he lived on my couch in the apartment. Every day, I would go to the gym first thing in the morning, by choice, first thing. Sometimes I would go at 7
This was back
PM.
in Melbourne?
Yeah, sometimes I would go 7 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m. because of him. Because he'll be thinking of every excuse not to. He'll be sleeping.
That's like me, him, man.
Yeah,
He'll wait for me after college.
You get tired of doing that though.
Then he like,
Yeah, I'll call him like 20 times, not even kidding.
Yeah, you get tired, but you like the company.
I always
Yeah.
say the same thing. Passing Tropicana City home. I said home.
Yeah. It was so bad, honestly.
Used to gym at the
Yeah.
Curve. That's like the middle ground for us. Right after college, right, he straight like fucking fucks off to Curve. But me, right, I like fucking want to go home and shower first. I damn tired. It's like, fucking studied the whole day.
Is that what KK did like twice a day? Because the first time he did that, by the time you come, he's ready for another one.
Yeah. Basically, we all started off in like a gym bunch. Like, you know how it starts off with like 10 guys all together. And then I was the last
New
guy.
year, new me.
Bastard.
Yeah, okay. So like after my first year of training, right, then like people saw progress and then people wanted to join me. So like I had this new bunch of friends, Huh?
Ashwin, the new-
Ashwin's one of them.
They faded into the darkness.
Yes, all of them.
Slowly
Yeah.
everyone faded.
I used to go with 4 or 5 people, so Monkey, Wan Jin, all. I thought, it's fun times, dude. Yeah, it was always, after a few weeks, it's just me alone, dude.
Exactly.
You like teaching people?
Yeah, I love training people. Like I used to work as a trainer actually for 3 years. 3 years. Yeah.
Okay, so did you do freelance? Did you work for...
I worked for 2 gyms and I did freelance as well.
By the way, how long were you at... Did you stay at Melbourne?
1 year plus, that's about it. Yeah, 1 year plus, that's about it. 2013.
That was... We...
Before I came.
Yeah, before you came. Very early on.
You know that thing you said about when as soon as Wan Jin left your house, then Wan Jin lost all his gains?
Bro, can you imagine how I felt? I've been training 3 years, dude. Within 2 months, his arms got bigger than mine. Like, just got bigger than I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how I'm looking at your arms now, bro. I'm thinking like, what the fuck? You can go so fast.
Is his mom really good at this?
It is.
It is?
Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah.
Is that? You act like the shit. You can't just lift it up like that.
So yeah, like I trained with him for a year, and that 1 year was so fucking intense, dude. Like
A year's a long time, dude. I don't know how you quit, man.
dude,
The progress goes away.
you know when I quit? We were supposed to go to Melbourne together.
Yeah.
And then I fucked up my pre-U. So I had to redo pre-U.
Yeah.
Then he
Then
left first.
I went
The
to
moment he
Melbourne,
left, right, that's when I met all the Zouk bunch. I was like, instead of going fitness first 5 days a week, right, I went to Zouk like 3 days a week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
For a year straight, never fucking missed.
Yeah, but honestly, it's not easy. It's like if
Bro, you cannot. I can tell you this. I've never, ever. I've tried bringing so many people on that journey, where they go every day. I have never seen it. Never.
told you gotta be a bit fucking ahead.
Like from someone who hasn't, and then you make them commit. No, they have to do it themselves. It's got to be there from themselves. They even if they don't realize why they wanted it, it's not someone else telling them that they should do this. It's the whole reason why, like, when people ask about, when people tell me that they want to hire personal trainers, I never believed in that. Like, I always think that the truth is, once the sessions are done, what are you going to do then?
Exactly.
What are you going to do then?
Yeah.
Train started following home.
Yeah.
If you want to have a trainer the whole time, that's really, you got to be richer, first of all.
Yeah.
Ain't cheap, man.
Yeah.
But when that's all said and done, right, it's the same as you gymming with KK. You know, when he left to Melbourne,
There was no driving force for me to go to the gym. There's no driving, yeah.
Mm.
There was like nobody there to like say like, hey, let's go. But there was someone there to say, let's go Zouk. So I was like,
there's a lot of people there to say, let's go
a
Zouk.
lot of people going there.
Okay, KK, have you ever had those days where you're hungover, you know, had a wild night, and you wake up and you're like, damn, I'm fucked in the head. But then, you know, moment you take your pre-workout, you're like, let's get it, boy. Then you hit to the gym and then you realize like, oh, okay, I can't do this, man. My body's breaking.
Never. Like, no matter how tired I am, honestly, like, I always get it done, no matter what. Like, no matter like how tired I am, whether I sleep for an hour, whether I sleep for half an hour, yeah, like it happens. Like I have sleeping problems, so
Levels, dude, I could never do that.
I always get it done because I know like if I just let today go to waste, right? Like it's never going to come back. You know, like I gotta seize the moment. You know, yeah, I really gotta, yeah.
You know for a fact though that session, even though you got it done, is not a good session. Isn't it deteriorating your body?
I mean, you just gotta do it. Honestly, yeah, you just gotta do it. I mean, that's my mindset. Yeah.
Even if you think that it's going to deteriorate, it's an obstacle you jump
Yeah,
over.
like whether
It is.
whether I get sick, I'm down with fever, or like I don't get enough sleep, I will still get my training in for sure. By the end of the week, I want to make sure like I can sleep well on Sunday night, knowing that I kill it this week and I can sleep in peace. Yeah, I mean that's just me.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna say it again, man.
Levels to this shit.
Where did that saying come from? I'm hearing it all over YouTube. Like everyone's saying like there's levels to this shit.
Like those people, they talk about MMA. They always say that shit.
Dude.
People have been saying this for quite a while, man.
There's levels to this shit.
But it makes sense that there's levels to anything that you do.
Do you still train people?
No, not anymore. Like
Done with that bullshit.
yeah, done with the bullshit.
Yo, do you train any hot meals before?
I have.
Scared it, boy.
Tell us about it.
I mean, yeah, it's nice to look at, but like they have high expectations. And the first thing they come to me, it's always like, oh, I want to lose this part, I want my butt to get bigger, but I don't want my thighs to get bigger. You know, like typical.
What I want, but what I'm gonna show you ain't the same.
Yeah. So they tell me they want this, they want that, you know, and then they say like they'll do whatever it takes.
Mine. I mean, in the gym context, right?
Yeah, in the gym context. Yeah. But then like as soon as you start training them, you know, they'll start giving excuses.
It flows out.
Yeah, you know, yeah. So not a very good experience.
Bitch.
Yeah, eventually I just got tired of personal training after doing it for 3 years.
Exactly like what I mentioned about personal training. Like whenever a friend, right? Like I had close friends. You know, sometimes they'll say, "Oh, you train me," or "Should I get a personal trainer?" And I always thought like, why would you get a personal trainer? Yeah, it's gonna cost you 2K, okay, for the package, 2K ringgit or whatever. It's only there for the time being.
Yeah, to be fair, like most of the personal trainers I know, they're not qualified. They're not good enough to do the job. They don't know what they're saying. On paper wise, you know, like knowledge wise as well, you know, they really know nothing. And it's so devastating to see this, you know, like, come on, like people are paying you about $100 an hour.
You see a lot of that in the gym.
You see a lot of that. So I get it, like, so like initially, like I wanted to become a personal trainer because I was trying to make a change, you know. Yeah, I wanted to be different. But like I struggled because like it was very sales oriented. So there was a KPI for me to hit every month. And it was like 12,000, which means like, okay,
How many clients is that? How many sessions?
like session is about $100. So that is
120 sessions.
120 sessions. Yeah, 120 sessions. You gotta sell 120 sessions in a month. That's a lot.
That's 3 a day.
Yeah, and if you
That's a lot, bro.
You don't get it, right? Like you won't get your commission. You won't get your sales commission.
That's how they get you, dude. How many months of those did you manage to hit?
Only a handful, honestly. They really wanted me to lie, you know, like cause
Hey, man, every salesperson's the same. That's why I wasn't good at it.
I didn't want to lie. I just wanted to tell them the ugly truth. Like they come to me, they show me that, they tell me that they want this and they want that. They show me pictures of like their end goal, and they say like they want it in 2-3 months, but they've never trained at the gym before. So I'm like, how is it even possible? You know, I wanted to be realistic. You know, I wanted to tell them the ugly truth. Like, you want this, you're gonna need at least 6 months, and 6 months is gonna cost like this much.
You have like a boss, an upper. Is he a personal trainer certified as well, or is he just a sales guy?
just a sales guy, man.
So he's gonna tell you what he wants you to say to them, which is
exactly.
2 to 3 months. Like your client says to you, I want this in 2 to 3 months, and you're gonna say, Yeah, I think that's totally possible.
Exactly.
Just, pay for the session.
You have to.
And it just wasn't me. It wasn't natural at all. So like,
I feel that all the time.
Yeah,
Like,
so-
what the fuck am I doing?
it wasn't about becoming a personal trainer anymore. Like, it wasn't about training people anymore. It was trying to make money for the company.
Take their money in my pocket right now.
Exactly. I became a freelance trainer for a while. But it was so hard. Like, there was no contract or anything. So people just, whenever they want to come, they just come. If they...
Because if you work for a company, they produce all the contracts for you.
I did it for a couple of months and then I joined this other gym. Like, it is a big franchise.
Yeah.
It was a new gym and it was like in this new mall. Yeah, so there's no crowd,
When
so
was that?
2006, end of 2015 to 2016. Yeah,
Dude, you go to a new gym at a mall. Which mall was it, by the way?
in KL. It's in KL. Yeah. Sorry, it's not even a mall. It's like an office lot. Yeah. But I thought like, okay, this is a new gym. I'm going to be like the first one. So I'm going to be getting all the clients. I thought it's a good start. But then, oh man, it was so hard. Like people didn't want to come in because it was a ghost town, literally. And then, I was doing all the things like going downtown KL, giving out flyers and all these things and tell them, oh, like come check out this gym, we're new.
Like you actually like stood on the street.
I actually did, yeah. Rented a booth and everything, yeah.
Streets, dude.
Yeah. Like in the heart of KL, we had to do that. Yeah, so
You were that guy that they thought that we're gonna bring in this guy.
Yeah.
This guy's got everything,
Yeah.
but of course we gonna underpay him
Yeah.
because we need to keep our business going as well. As long as he stays delusional, hopeful.
so like a few months in, like still less than 100 members, and how are you going to get
120 sessions when you have 100 members.
Exactly.
So I struggle, and then I just told myself like, I think I'm done with this lah. That was like the straw that broke the camel's back. Like I was done with this. I just wanted to do something else. I wanted to take a break. Yeah, and that was it. Like I was done with personal training. Yeah.
So
Do you think it will work better if like you give out the flies like shirtless?
You can only go up from
100%.
Should have done that right.
I mean, you got nothing to lose, dude. Maybe you could, be shirtless and tell them like, hey man, you can work with me, but I gotta tell you the harsh truth. And maybe they would say, oh, 6 months, that's a long time, but yeah, sure man, I get to be with your body.
So I was talking to the boss as well. They were asking me like, oh, why can't you hit your sales and everything? So I was just trying to explain to them like,
They don't want to hear that.
yeah, what I really want to do here is to help people out. Like,
Yeah. They don't want to hear it.
yeah, they don't want to hear it because I understand from their perspective as well. They're businessmen. They started this business because they want to make money, but then you gotta understand from like where I'm coming from as well. You know what I mean?
So I have a question to conclude everything out. Like, as you mentioned, it's not really upfront, straightforward when you explain to them how the process is going to be like.
Yeah.
You're going to say what's more tailored to their expectations.
Yes.
But in your experience, right, out of all the hundreds of clients you had, how many of them they adopted the lifestyle after they were done with you and you probably kept in contact? That's what I want to know.
Not many.
Can you say a handful or less than 10?
About a handful. About a handful. Yeah.
That's the God's honest truth. People, don't be paying for fucking personal training. Get into the gym yourself and stay there for 6 months before thinking about personal training. Because you're gonna waste 2K.
My mom
Dude,
goes for personal trainer. Even though she won't go to the
That's completely fine. If your mama feels happy, she's working out and sweating, that's completely fine.
Better than sitting at home doing nothing.
But is she keeping the personal training going?
yeah.
Then that's fine.
She has to have personal training.
What happens if you don't keep the personal training going? Then okay.
Just go for classes.
Yeah, but some people, right, they just want someone to talk to while training.
A lot of people,
Yeah, a lot of them. Like I've had a lot of clients, right?
middle-aged women,
Yeah, they didn't care about their results. They just wanted to talk to someone.
some hot, some not.
Dude, but some personal trainers like they're fucking dumb as well.
Yeah. I was just telling them like
I seen it, bro. I seen it.
you just can't believe it. Like how is this guy like training other people, and making money out of this?
He's good at talking. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
I seen. Have you been to any time with me in Melbourne?
No.
There's a lot of trainers there. Your size, yes offense.
And whoa, shots fired.
Yeah, it's a subtle one, dude. So
3 months in the city.
so what happens is like they're about your size. Okay, there's some even I dare say smaller size than you. Okay. So, so
That's what's up.
I see what's going on. Okay, probably as good looking as you. So they're. Yeah, maybe. They've got clients, middle-aged clients, a lot of girls, okay? And I see what's going down, man. Like, they're doing the rows she's doing the rows, and he's just sitting behind her, not sitting, he's standing behind her, just massaging her while he's doing rows, and then she's just lying down, and he's just like
Helping us stretch.
massaging her body, literally massaging.
But that could be like actual like real beneficial for her.
You're right
You
though.
just look
But sometimes they just want you to touch them.
yeah.
It's just a bit too handsy, like dude, everyone can see it. It's not only massaging, okay? When you're doing when he's doing any workout, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Hand behind the waist.
Yeah.
You're gonna touch the what do you call it? The hamstrings behind.
Yeah.
Just
I always use a pen like to point, you know.
this guy, respect, dude, respect.
I feel like that's the right thing to do.
It's the most professional, but it's like you said, man. Sometimes maybe your clients didn't want the pen. They wanted
Maybe,
they wanted the full package, dude. Yeah, hands on. That's what it's called.
Camera action.
Whoa.
And we're back.
Where's the Pink Panther?
Have you watched Breaking Bad?
Yeah,
Dude, Breaking Bad, to be honest, not gonna lie, favorite series hands down.
Overrated.
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 No, don't fucking trust this guy when it comes to fucking.
No. I feel like it's a bit too slow, honestly. Yeah.
Oh my.
Don't you think?
What are you on
The
about?
cliffhangers at the last
I know.
part of the episode is good.
Have you guys seen Better Call Saul?
Roller coaster.
Not a fan of that.
Not a fan of that.
I watched Breaking Bad. I watched Better Call Saul. Breaking Bad is for me top 3, at least top 3 favorite. Let me guess. You're a Game of Thrones kind of guy.
No,
Never watch a single episode.
dude, he's like a gain and pain kind of guy.
What's Gain?
Pain and Gain. Dude, that was a good movie, man. Dude, watch it. It's good.
No, I've not watched it.
Dude, you don't ask me to watch it.
No,
Only
I have
reason why I
not.
watched it is you.
Never.
The Rock and Mark Wahlberg is about 2 gym personal trainers, and they wanted to get out of that 9 to 5 mediocre life.
Right. Yeah.
Then they decided to kidnap one of their clients who's mega rich,
Okay.
and they killed him by accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they didn't kill him.
Oh, they almost killed him.
They tried to kill the first guy, and they failed. And then they wanted to do it again to another guy, and then they weren't planning on killing the second guy, but then they accidentally killed the second guy. It's a true story.
Yeah, non-fictional and
True story, dude.
Yeah, it's a true story.
probably a little bit exaggerated.
But I don't remember what happened.
Mark Wahlberg went on a juice though, that's for sure.
Oh, for real?
For real, dog.
The celebrities, what do you think? The celebrities. No, actually, I don't think Mark Wahlberg did, but Dwayne Johnson definitely did. No, Mark Wahlberg has been training for a long time. I think 2 decades at least. Yeah.
Some people tell me like they try to give an example of someone who is really big and strong, but not on the juice. They're like, oh, someone like, Dwayne Johnson, like he's big and all, but he's still natural. And I'm like, no, man. No. What would you say, Dwayne Johnson?
Definitely not natty. Not natty for sure.
If he was natty, he is the one of a kind.
Yeah, exactly.
A one of a kind freak of freaks. You think Ronnie Coleman could be that size without juice? 100%, right?
100%, yeah.
So then Dwayne Johnson, no, yeah, he's on juice.
He's on juice for sure, yeah. I mean, I can't say for sure, but 99.9%.
Kiki, were you in the were you a fan of Zyzz?
I gotta say at one point I was, yeah.
You can do this pose.
No. I used to do it at the gym. No way.
No, do it, but then you edit out. Just do it.
No, I can't.
Isn't that a trap, dude?
Yeah, I used to do it last time. Like, yeah, I even took pictures of
2012, 13.
2012. Like, just after he passed away.
That's dude. When he passed away, right? He doubled up, man. His publicity.
Exactly.
In Melbourne, Zyzz was such a fucking
Yeah.
dude. Especially when we used to go to raves and when they played the Zyzz song, like the whole fucking stadium.
Oh, you guys been to raves in Australia,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You've seen the Zyzz crew.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
seen the Zyzz
Yes,
crew,
I have.
and I look at them. I'm like, hey man, why they all so consistently tan?
Yeah, and they all look the same. They all look the
They all
same,
look the
right?
same, dude. Their
Yeah.
shorts. It's the Zyzz shorts.
Shorts.
What do you call that? Slingbacks.
Yeah.
I got a Zyzz shorts.
Oh shit.
Some of them have the fanny pack as well. I used to watch the Zyzz video. His transformation video every time before gym, dude.
Which one? I used to watch the one with transformation and his progress with girls.
Yeah, that's the same one. I think the one where he starts off when he was really young.
Yeah.
And says like he used to
Sad cunt, bruh. Fuck, bruh.
fuck bruh.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone talks about him anymore. This
Not relevant. What's his brother's name? Now?
Chess, bruh.
Just bruh.
Yeah.
Traps bruh.
Dude, but damn sad is like he never got
the amount of fame.
Yeah, never.
Like,
But come on, man. Zyzz was good looking, and
yeah,
he wasn't. Just bro isn't as good looking as Zyzz, and Zyzz
Sure.
also had better genetics, dude.
Yeah.
There were not as many fitness influencers back then. There was no Instagram, nothing.
Zyzz
So-
time?
Yeah, during this time.
Okay, not as many.
Yeah, but nowadays, like, a dime a dozen everywhere, you know, like, you see so many fitness influencers, even in Malaysia, right? So, it's not a big deal anymore.
Right.
Yeah. That's why people don't come up to me anymore.
That's not true. No, dude.
It's because you're not posting, dude. You're not posting as much.
The other day I went to Fitness First, right? Then I met this guy which I've never seen in like years, you know.
Did he ask for photos?
First thing he came up to me was like, oh dude, I still remember back.
You're Kiki's friend.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
He was like, dude, how's KK, man? Like I used to look up to him, that kind of thing, like he was my idol back in the day, that kind of shit. Like people are still
Talking about you like this.
Oh, man.
yeah.
They're like, no, Kiki's still alive,
I don't
dude. He
even know
still
what
works
to say.
out,
I
man.
don't even know what to say.
Would you do a rant though like this?
What do you mean, like a rant?
Oh.
You got one fucking life, bro.
No, man.
Big fucking shredded.
And then he starts muzzing in front of the camera. Yeah, I agree.
KK used to buzz though.
Oh.
Used to.
Serious?
Yeah.
Yo, we are all getting sick.
A thing of the past, come on.
Chuck with pretty fat muzz.
We have a Malaysian muzzing group that started it.
Oh, yeah.
That was just for the laughs.
Dude, I remember that, man. What the hell?
Dude, I didn't remember that at all, man.
Bro, we are all in a muzzing group.
But no one does it anymore, right, now?
Now you are posers, we do it.
Yeah.
It's kinda lame now.
Yeah.
Dude, let me tell you, like, just, I think, early this year, I think, I went to, like, Zoop or some shit.
Don't tell me.
Dude, I swear to God, it's like,
All the young kids.
all the youngins.
Yes.
Bruh.
The only reason why I went is because I went with my girlfriend, okay?
Yeah.
Like, no one our age fucking goes to Zoop. Like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, I was in a line waiting to go into Zoop with all the youngins, right? And these guys, right, were like fucking muzzing, waiting in line to go into Zoop. And then they were just fucking like posers, dude. And then I was like, what the fuck? And you can tell like he's just never been to Australia. You know? He just fucking picked it up like from like a friend who came.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude,
And then what's the funniest thing? He turns to my girlfriend and he says like, oh, do you guys come here often? And wow, he's still fucking muzzing, bro. and obviously he fucking muzz like a fucking like sus cunt, like he's fucking like noob gains and shit. Like,
but he was feeling it though.
He was like feeder, it's like pure feeder, and he was muzzing, right? I thought it's so fucking cool and shit. Then he could ask my girlfriend, it's like, yo, do you guys come here often? Then my girlfriend was like, oh no. Then he's like, oh, if you want, I can get you guys in. I know the promoter. So fucking lame, bro. At that moment, right, I was like, fuck, I wanna go home, man.
This isn't where I park my car.
That's enough for today, boys. Just get home, man.
Yeah,
Yo, like Singapore, same thing
maybe I
also.
just
Yeah, Singapore as well. They have this small community, right?
I just go to the club. Then after I say, are you from Melbourne? Said no. Then I'm like,
I just learned from my friend.
then they say, oh yeah, you know Nicole Chu. Then I'm like, oh.
Nicole Chu's an influencer, dude. I just read.
Who's Nicole Chu?
Some Singaporean.
Oh.
He was like in Melbourne for quite a lot.
Like now I think, but because she always posts muzzing videos, right?
Yeah,
and that shit plays a big,
Singapore.
dude. That shit plays a big part, man.
Yeah,
Like
it's
I can't remember. She has quite a lot of followers. So
Apparently, that's how like shuffling became a thing in Malaysia as well back then.
Yeah.
Somebody went to Melbourne and like brought it back here, and then everyone started going crazy. Everyone in Shikel used to shuffle and shit.
I
as
love
well.
the
It's like,
hardest style.
bro, Moon Boy.
yeah, Moon Boy. Oh my god,
Where's Moon Boy? Where's Moon Boy right now, dude?
Moon Boy. Like you know the where is they? Where are they now? Kind of videos on YouTube, like,
I really can't imagine where's Moon Boy.
Dude, you know, like last time it was so big, right? Like they had all like the meetups.
Yes.
I wanted to go, but my mom didn't. I was like fucking Form 2, bro.
She's like, don't be a poser, son.
You gotta wear the pants. What do you call it again?
Fats.
Yeah.
The big ass pants.
Yeah.
They're not cheap, dude.
They're not sure.
300-400, dude, just for one. Pants, hoodie, probably 500.
Yeah, so it's like,
Yeah, dude.
I wanted to go for like the meetup back then, but like I was too young. My mom was like, shut the fuck up. I just finished watching like Ben 10 or something.
Yeah, but no, so muzzing's for like trance and then you do hacking for hardstyle, yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Hiking for hardstyle.
Yeah.
Dude, what's that? Jump style. Jump style was a thing last time.
Jump style.
That always looks so awkward, dude.
But nobody does any of this anymore, right? Like we
I
don't
think
see
you're probably going to see it in clubs.
yeah, in clubs maybe. Like in bounds or something.
Yo, if any hardstyle DJ come now, would you still go?
I'll still go, but like
Yeah,
as in, I'm
yeah,
not gonna
shit.
fucking
Muscles.
Liar. Liar, pants on fire.
I mean, like, definitely not real muscles. Like 3 shots in. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
Oh yeah. I know like this girl from Canada, and now muzzing is only starting to be a thing there.
Yeah,
and then she
yeah.
videoed people muzzing. I'm like,
It's like the Rona, you know.
The Rona.
Fucking Rona.
No, it looked different back then. Like when Zyzz used to do it,
Zyzz
yeah,
was-
it wasn't the same thing.
That is the Angmo mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, LG mask.
LGL.
You know the gloving.
Oh, I'll punch someone where you're from.
Honestly, I never dug the gloving thing, man. I just like, oh man.
I mean, it can be fun, but just don't do it when no one's on nothing, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
Everyone's like, oh, what
When
the fuck?
everyone's
I wanna
sober and you do
again.
the gloving, it's like fuck.
Brian, did you ever must?
Yeah, I probably must when I'm in the club. Not by choice or anything. It just happens, dude.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Takes over.
KK used to do like this Zyzz mask.
Oh.
You stomp with very beat.
It's been a while.
Was there anything between shuffling and muzzing?
Melbourne bounce, the juicy wiggle, the juicy wiggle.
Yeah, the fucking
Juicy wiggle was a thing, dude. It's just all the waist, dude, the hips. I loved it too, dude. Just wiggle was still my thing, man. It was my like I loved juicy wiggle. But it died very fast.
Yeah, I died fast. It was just like a very quick experience.
Juicy Wiggle is so sick.
Oh, dude, I felt like out of all the podcasts I did, right, this is the most authentic. The most, I can guarantee you.
Authentic.
Yeah, I really feel like it's the most authentic. I didn't even
guess for the first time.
Dude, I didn't even care about the camera, dude. Usually I'm looking at the camera. You have to look at the camera if it's just 2 people, but it's 4 people, you don't really, because we have to be invested in each other's convo, dude. Bro, I saw there's this other I think they're in high school or just after high school, they have a podcast, dude. I swear, dude, and it's some PJ kids, man.
Really?
It's called Let's Talk Cop.
Let's talk.
The
Shout
intro.
out to you boys.
Let's Talk Cop.
Yeah, that's right.
Get them on. Get them.
I did comment and said like keep it going. They didn't reply, so they not coming on.
They won't fight, is it?
I think so.
They won't fight.
101?
No one, fucker.
What does your parents call you?
Oh no, it's too embarrassing. No, I can't say it.
Ah boy.
Ah boy.
Bro, you want to know what's embarrassing?
What?
If I tell you what my parents call me,
What?
Akong.
no, they call me babe, dude.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean,
you never realized.
no, what the fuck?
Bro, they both call me babe. I bet y'all don't believe it, right?
I mean, no, I definitely believe.
Yeah.
Definitely believe. I mean, why would you lie?
Until now.
For the views?
For the views.
For the views.
For the views, most of the time they call me that. It's funny, dude. It's funny as fuck.
That's cute, bro.
Yeah.
You know what my mom calls me?
What? Ash Ketchum?
Cartoon.
No, but like really? Why? Because you're like a cartoon. He's kind of like cartoon.
Dude, there was one time I locked my mom out of the house, you know, like she was like gardening. And then I was going to like banana leaf with my friend like Derek. So he came to my house and picked me up, right? Then my mom was outside gardening. Then I was just like, okay, I'm going out, bye. And then I just like fucking just locked the door. And I went out with Derek. Then my mom's phone was inside. So my mom couldn't call me, right, to ask me to come back. So she had to walk to my neighbor's house, like Junfai, my friend lah. He's like my neighbor.
You had the key.
I took my key. Her key was inside the house, so I locked it. And then no one else was home. She had to walk all the way to my friend's house and get my friend's mom to call me. And then I was like already in the middle of my Milo ice, you know. So you know how long that took, you know. So I was like, what the fuck? Then my mom was like, where the fuck are you? Why you fucking lock me out?
Yeah, bro.
Oh my god, sorry. Then I didn't drive, so I had to make Derek drive me back to my house, you know. And then my mom was just sitting outside the house like, you stupid cartoon.
It took an hour probably
Yeah.
for her to get back inside
Yeah.
Ask banana leaf lah.
and chill.
Grab.
Dude, I went to this fun shop in Taman Tun. I was so angry, dude. So I ordered, you know that dish with the fuchok and they got glass noodles and they have the, you know fuyi? What's fuyi?
Is it the yellow color thing?
Fuyi is like the fermented tofu. They make it into, it's a sauce.
Strands?
So I just took that veggie and I took tofu. The tofu was like half a tofu, so I had 2. So it probably looked like 1 tofu. And I had sotong. The sotong was like rendang sotong.
Yeah.
And I went and pay. I passed him my plate, and then I gave him $50. Then he passed me back the change, and then I was so puzzled, man. I kept looking. I couldn't believe it. It's $17, dude.
What?
$17 for 2 tofu.
Dude, they see face one sometimes.
They do. They do, bro.
That's why you don't pay. That's what we did.
Yeah.
Dude, listen, so not only that, I was puzzled, and he explained to me in Chinese that I didn't understand, but I know he was trying to explain that sotong is very expensive.
Yeah.
So I went opposite after that to get sotong from the the stall,
Editor.
like a van run by some Malays. So good, they got some mixed rice.
They're giving off for free. It's like,
Bruh.
that's too much.
Bro, I took a bag of sotong, the same amount, probably more, 2 ringgit.
Yeah.
Okay, and I was so angry after that. I just thought,
man. Last time I used to study in Sunway as well, right?
Yeah.
The Chapan there.
They
Like
see you.
literally,
Yeah.
me and my friend took together, right? One by one, like right after each other. He paid first, I paid right after him. We literally took almost the same thing, right? Mine is like $2 more.
do you ask them why?
No lah, just fuck it lah. Like, what I ask for what? Just
White privilege lah.
Bro, I
probably
I should have wore some rundown clothes and all. Man. Like, I'm very sure he wouldn't charge someone else the same as he charged me, man. $17 for that shit. It's insane, man.
Just walk off lah.
Dude, that's what me and KK did last time. We went to gym. After gym, we went to
Mama.
Mama.
Yeah.
Then they were like, no, you only can take what we give you. Then they just gave us like the fucking like drumstick or some shit or like some fucking wing.
Some song ice
Yeah.
cream.
Then we were fucking pissed off lah. Me and KK after we finished eating, we were like, fuck man, we were like damn unsatisfied. We're just like, you gotta like you just wanna like book it, like just run. Yeah, just die and dash. We were just like, okay, fuck it, let's do it lah. So we fucking got up, went to our car. We shared a car. I got
And then,
yeah, we were on the
not
way
done
back.
yet.
We were on the way back, we were fucking like victorious, like fuck them, fucking give us fucking shit piece of chicken.
Yeah, happy
know?
times.
Like that, like that's what's up, And then obviously this fucking bodybuilder wastes all his food, right?
Yeah.
This motherfucker was like, oh, what the fuck? Where's my scale? When we're already halfway home,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, wait, where's my fucking scale?
Oh, you left your skill.
Oh
He
shit.
left his scale at the fucking
Like a food
Mamat.
scale to weigh my food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
god.
left it
You put it on the table.
Huh?
You put it on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we were like, oh my god, we gotta return to the scene of the crime. It's true. The criminals always return to the scene of the crime, one way or the other.
But so what happened to?
So we turned around and we fucking went back. Then we parked really far because we were like high luck. We were imagining all sorts of situations in our head. In Malaysia, all these like thieves, right? You get beat up and shit,
Yeah.
right? Like Malaysians fucking love to beat up thieves. It's like you could be
That's what you guys
fucking
do.
not related at all, You could be just like walking along the street and someone steals like a lollipop over there, right?
Yeah.
Any Malaysian guy will just run there and get
Right.
opportunity to whack the motherfucker, right? So we thought we were gonna get fucked,
Mob mentality, dude.
KK what?
dude. One whole fucking mama like fucking beat like 10 people, right?
You can tank.
You can tank lah.
X bro.
Yeah. For me lah. But anyway, then I kept telling him like, fuck the scale lah. The scale's like $30 only, but this guy's fucking cheap as fuck. It's like no, I need my scale, Then we parked pretty far. Then we like scouted the area, try to see like what the scene was like. Then we looked at our table. The table was empty.
Oh, have to ask the guy.
Yeah, we need to ask the guy.
Hey, sorry we didn't pay, but
Then
left the scale.
We walked in, right? All of them were crowded around like the cashier there, Then we were like, high luck day. Some minimum kena whack day. Like they were all crouching over something. We looked over. Then they were looking at his scale. They were like playing with his scale, Then KK was like, excuse me. Then they all turned, like, we thought highlight day. Then they're like, ni kamu punya ah? Like yours ah? It's like, yeah. Then KK goes, yeah. He said, oh, okay, you left it here. Then we're like, whoa.
And that's it.
They didn't
And we just, that's it. It's like, yeah.
Was it because you were topless?
No.
They didn't even realize.
Yeah, they didn't realize. Yeah.
Then we were fucking scared, We just took the scale and get chow.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's not really crazy, it's more funny. It's quite anticlimactic, If it was crazy, it would be like a full on brawl, like all the like. That's the only time I ever died in dash. I never died in dash. Oh, okay, wait, that reminds me. Dude, when I was a kid, I used to steal sweets from like the uncle who sells sweets outside of 3KL.
Like he's in a van, is it?
No, he was on a motorbike. Okay. So it's like 1 ringgit will get you 5 sweets. Like one sweet per 20 cents, but I'll take like maybe like 2 or 3 extra. And the time I was like fucking like cent 1, cent 2,
Yeah.
And I felt damn guilty. It's like every day I'm eating the sweet on the bus on the way back home, right? I keep telling myself like, one day I'll pay him back, one day I'll pay him back.
Never did.
Never did.
Never did.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
When I was 6 years old, I think I was in Melbourne, and then I went shopping with my mom.
Yeah.
And then I went inside to this shop and I was looking at Pokemon cards. You know,
course.
the first ever Pokemon cards, dude, that came out. It was
So is the Pokemon.
it was a Kangaskhan, like that deck of cards. So I looked at it and then my mom wasn't going to get it for me. So I left the shop and I took it with me. And then my mom found out that I took it. And where did I keep it? I don't even remember. She only found out about it when I got home. So I probably put it in the bag. Then I went back home and then my mom scolded me, man. You had to go back and give it back to them.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
But
Tough.
yeah.
What every mama does.
Yeah, dude.
But they just let you go after, right? I mean, you were
Of course, dude, they don't even expect.
Yeah.
You know, if like a mom's going to return this, that's all they want. But so I catch grasshoppers in primary school, and then I would sell it to my friends. Okay, because
This is man.
cheap, man. It was damn cheap. Okay, it was a steal, 20 cents, 10 cents.
Still alright.
Yeah, and we could sell ladybugs also, dude. So I sold. Then they would keep it in their pencil case or their pencil box.
Yeah, keep it as a pet, right?
Yeah, it's something to play with in class.
Yeah.
So I had some money from selling the grasshoppers. I went back home. I went up the stairs. Somehow my mom just said like, Brian, come back down. And like she knew. And then
Wait. Oh, sorry to interrupt. Did she say Brian or did she say babe?
she was angry, so she
Like the sound for the views.
no, she only says that when she's happy.
Oh, okay.
So she asked me to come back down. And she said, what's that in your pocket? Then I took out some money. And then she's like, where do you get this? And I don't know how she knew, or I just explained to her that I sold some grasshoppers. And then she just asked me to return it. So tomorrow, the next day, I went back and returned the money. And can you imagine, like, the other kids, right? They're just doing their thing, probably playing with the grasshopper. And then I go back and say, hey, here, my mom asked me to give you back. And
Thanks, Brian.
dude, they don't even care. They didn't even say thanks, or they just look at me. Just continue playing. They don't care, dude. They're kids, dude. Well, we were kids.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't
dumb,
think
man.
grasshopper was a thing, man.
It was a thing.
Was there like grasshopper match or grasshopper fight?
No, but we just see you can catch the most grasshopper during recess.
No, apparently it's a thing, man. Like, it was a thing in Shikha as well. Like, yeah.
You mean among kids?
Yeah, among kids. Like, not to sell, but like to catch grasshoppers and play with it.
I wouldn't dare to catch a grasshopper right now.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude, that's the same. Like, last time when I was a kid, right, I would like to play all the jumping spider one, but you asked me to touch now, I was like, ugh.
Oh, I never dared to touch spiders. Grasshoppers was the only like insect that I would play with. Now I wouldn't dare, man. Like I would rather not.
What about KDU? Do you like
No, never.
too high class?
Too high class.
The same what?
Yeah, 3KL same with
No, Shikha is like, what?
Oh.
Well, cannot say that.
3KL is like what? So yeah,
Shikha is just a...
shit school.
It's a government school, but you pay private school price.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Is that really?
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
That's what it feels like.
Bro,
You got aircons or not?
you say
Yeah,
that.
but never on one.
Yeah, you say that, but that's because you've never been to public school. We got public school like 3KL. I went to 3KL once and I thought, this is not.
Like, everyone thinks like Shikha is like all good kids across private school or something, but everyone's just as naughty. Everyone just does the same shit.
They start earlier.
Yeah,
like, they grow
dude,
up.
Shikha used to be like some gangster school, man, like before my era. Like, it used to be like all gangsters. Then my principal came in and expelled everyone. But then, obviously, there's still naughty kids.
So in public school, right, me and Ben, from 4, from 5, we ponting a fuck ton, dude. Like, we would
Yeah.
skip class all the time. We're just never in class. Half the time we're not in class. But you can't do that shit in private schools. You can't.
You can't.
You can do it once or twice, but you're gonna get suspended.
Yeah.
In KDU, right?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's an international school. I would say it's not exactly like a government school, but it was pretty wild.
It is wild, way. I think everyone there start partying damn young, way.
When they told me about they were 14, 15 and they had someone's birthday party at a club, and I'm just thinking, how are they
Dude, the funniest part was like the juniors were bringing like the seniors into the club, you know?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
the juniors were bringing the seniors?
Yes.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Respect though.
That guy was the
I didn't start clubbing until after high school. The first time I grinded on the girls.
the first time.
Okay, the first time I went to a club, it wasn't really a club, it's a bar club, reggae bar. You know where that is, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Yeah, it's on Changkat Street. Okay, so I was 18. There was 7 of us, 7 guys. We went to Changkat, and I think, we told all our parents we're going to sleep over. And the stupid part is we didn't figure out where we're going to sleep over. We just all told them we're going to sleep over. Because none of us are 18. And I think at clubs you need to be 21. Bars, 18 is fine. Something like that. So we stood outside there with our fake ICs. Everyone had fake IC.
I had fake IC.
Too. Some people didn't. Those that already had their birthday.
Yeah.
So this is a week before I went to Melbourne. So my first time ever. Then there was this other girl outside. Okay, the girl was about our age right now, and she was fine, dude. She was fine, dude. She had a cousin with her. Not so fine.
Not so fun.
Not so fine. Full on mushroom hair. Big ass mole over here.
Okay.
Wearing glasses.
Okay.
Some might dig it. Some might not. So
Different strokes, different blokes.
yeah, she came over and she said like, hey, you guys want to join table because they want someone to split the bottle and we don't have any ratio. We got 7 underage guys. So the bouncer was asking for a lot of money. So we still had to bribe eventually, and then we talked to them, and then we decided to join up. And we went inside, started drinking. Next thing you know, 5 of my friends, 5 people that day made out with the same girl. 5 boys. So the cousin, I remember we were at the smoking area and the cousin's just watching everything. And we were at the smoking area and the cousin, if I'm not mistaken, he had his collar up, okay? So one of those like polo with collar up. And then he was telling us about how he's a guardian of how many clubs in Malacca or wherever he's from. Yeah, Malacca. And he's saying like, suddenly out of nowhere, he said like, I got 6 cousin sisters, all them hot. I sleep with all them really.
Oh. Okay.
Then we're like,
It's a redneck thing.
dude, he said that out of nowhere. And after that, he was telling us like, hey, come lah. Us guys, we go, Langkawi, 3 nights, 10 bottle or something. He just kept repeating that the whole night, saying that about going to Langkawi. And of course, we acted like very interested.
Yeah, dude, odds.
Then at one point, my friend, he went a bit, he was getting a bit too handsy with the girl. Okay, try to put his hand inside the pants or whatever. And then the guy go to him and said, like the cousin went over to the girl, the guy, my friend, and said, "Oh, that's too much, don't do that." Like obviously, there's 5 guys, dude, and there was most of the time there was 2 or 3 guys grinding her, just 2 or 3, and we're all friends. I wasn't. I had a girlfriend, and I was just a young guy, dude. Okay.
You had a girlfriend?
After that, everyone was quite drunk. We were stumbling to our cars, so we didn't figure out where to stay. So we went to McDonald's. And I remember one of my friends, he passed out pretty bad. So the girl came with us as well, the girl and her brother, the 2 randos. And we put our friend on the roadside because he couldn't wake up. And back then we had no experience drinking. And I kept telling my friend like, oh, this guy, our friend, let's call him Alex. Okay, I was like, oh, Alex, wow, he always like to act drunk. Just stop acting lah. Then we would just like slap him, stop acting, and then he was lying on the floor, like just dead like that. And the girl was already slapping him. Like the girl was on the floor. Hey, don't do this to me, way. Don't sleep on me, way. Hey, you cannot. She kept saying that, okay. And then the guy is just standing there, her cousin, and she started kicking him in the balls.
Oof.
Just kicking him like a few times, okay, quite hard. And then we're all just watching and like, maybe she feels like she needs to keep up the big sister act, although she just made out with 5 of them. She started kicking him and I think he didn't wake up. And then we went to...
Is the guy still alive?
He still passes out, dude. Last time I went to bounce with him, he's on the seat like that. So we went to the mamak and my friend ordered food, the one that was passing out. He ordered food and then again we said to him like, hey, stop acting lah. How long you want to act? Then when he was eating the roti, boom, his face fall in the curry, dude.
That's damn sad, bro.
Damn
Actually being drunk right there, but we don't act lah.
No, we don't know. We had no experience, dude.
Yeah.
Next day he tells he don't remember anything, and when he say he don't remember, I just like, hey, don't lie lah. I don't know what it's like, dude. I have no idea.
Yeah.
And then I think eventually we went to a friend's house and slept. Alright, that's a wrap for today, boys.
And girls.
And girls, hopefully more girls than guys. Thanks Ashwin, KK. You guys welcome on anytime. Hope you'll have fun.
Yeah, for sure.
this is exactly the type of podcast I want, man. Like people who I can just get into a flow state with and just keep talking, and it's not a care in the world, dude. This is what it's all about, man. And dude, KK had some really interesting stories, man. This guy is knowledgeable in the bodybuilding industry, and it is great, man, having you guys on. And Ashwin's he's a funny clown, dude.
Yo, but we still haven't saw his guns though.
Yeah, you want to chuck a gun show?
Check a muzzing gun show.
Hey, KK, for the crowd. Gun show?
No.
No,
Oh.
KK will show when you guys reach 200 subscribers.
Oh!
Yeah, okay, 200 subscribers. KK,
100 subscribers for each gun.
okay, 200 subscribers. KK gonna give us a little gun show.
I'll show
A little gun show.
I'll show it at 1,000 because I need some time.
1,000?
Yeah, 1,000.
Yeah, sure, man. The day will come.
The day will come.
In no time.
No time, dude.
Yeah.
Hit like, hit subscribe. Down here, there's a button right
I
here.
think it's there. Is
Huh?
it there?
Yeah, it's here.
Oh.
Is it here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Here, guys. Hit like, hit subscribe. Smash like, smash subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time.
Peace
Out.
out.
Missing my homies, I'm missing my oldies, my brothers, my cronies. We all went to court, but before only course that we knew were the ones where we were shooting threats, selling Kobe. You a legend, rest in peace to the old me, rest in peace to my brothers, rest in peace.